If you've been keeping rabbits for any amount of time, you already know that they can be incredibly wasteful and they tend to drop most of their hay through the bottom of their cage. I'm going to show you how to fix that in today's video, so stick around. Hey guys, welcome back to another Slightly Redneck video. Again, my name is Chris, and today we're going to talk about how to stop rabbits from wasting hay with a do-it-yourself hay feeder. It's very easy, very simple to make. I'll show you the ones that I've got right here. They are made out of cage wire, but you can make them out of just about anything. Cardboard, plastic, I think maybe political signs right now would be in abundance, and they would make a great hay feeder. Let me bring you in close, and we'll show you how to make this, and we'll show you how it works. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate this with cardboard because it's just easier to work with. But again, you can use cage wire. I'll show you here in a second how that works. It's the same way. Very simple and very easy to do. Basically what you're going to do is cut out a square. And let me turn this around so you can see the lines on it. Cut out a square. And this is 11 inches wide by 6.5 inches tall. And then I folded it over at 2.5 inches on the sides to make a box. Or make a kind of a box, if that makes sense. So this is how the hay feeder is going to work. This width right here, 7.5 inches, I think is what it is based on the width of my feeder. So if your feeder is wider, you're going to want to go wider and just add 2.5 inches on each side, fold it over. And then what I'm going to do is cut from the bottom corner right here all the way up to the top corner right here, so it'll sit up against the cage. So I'm just going to use a pair of scissors to do that. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, make sure I get the same bottom. I think I went too wide, but you get the idea. And then that folds over and that's going to sit above the feeder. And you could put this onto the cage with just poke a few holes into it, wrap some wire around it, whatever you need to do like that. With the cage wire, I just use J-clips and clip it on. So let me bring you in close to the hay feeder itself. We'll show you how it works and what it looks like. Alright, so this is the hay feeder itself, and this is how the cardboard is going to sit on top of it, so you can kind of get an idea of that. Let me bring you into the side view and we'll show you how it's clipped to the cage. You can see right here, all I've done is cut the wire off and just J-clipped it right there to the cage. And it sits in front of the feeder right there, and I think I've got, yeah, you won't be able to see it, but I've got a J-clip running along the bottom of this as well. Now the great thing about this hay feeder, let me fill it up with some hay and we'll show you how it works. To fill it up with hay, all I'm going to do is just take a handful of it and just shove it down in here. And you can stuff these things pretty full. Waste more hay, honestly, getting it out of here than I do putting it in the feeder. Stuff these things pretty full, and then she's going to pull that through the inside of the cage right here. Now the great thing is because it's positioned above the feeder, you can see the feeder right here, any of the excess hay that falls out falls inside the feeder. And let me give you a shot inside the cage and show you how that works. So hopefully you can see this. This is the back side of the feeder right here, the hay feeder. So when she pulls hay out, if she drops it, it goes right into the feeder right there, and then she'll just eat whatever's left. And you can see if I shine my light down here, kind of embarrassing because I need to clean this out. It hasn't been cleaned out in several days. That's probably on tonight, but there's not really any hay down in there, or very little hay down in there. There's some right here at the edge, but it's mostly just dust. There's not really a lot of hay waste with this. Anything that falls out of this feeder right here generally falls into her regular feeder, and she'll just munch on that later on. Now, so far the only downside of these feeders is they're not very big, so you have to refill them with hay about every 2-3 days at the most. Sometimes they'll go about a week before I have to refill them, but every couple of days. So let me know in the comments below, is this a perfect hay feeder, or do you have a better solution? Is there something that's worked better for you? Thank you all for watching, and as always, God bless.